Hello, hello again. Welcome to you all. It's Baldy Chris, and this is a relatively new series that I've started where I'm just going to go through all the characters on Enter the Gungeon. We've already done the Marine and the Pilot, so it's now the turn of the Convict. Just get her selected there. Somewhere around there should be a change of outfit for her. Yeah, there it is. Okay, let's just go straight into it. So I never really warmed to playing as the convict greatly, just because I think all the other three basic characters have got something that really marks them out as a bit special, and the convict doesn't really. I mean, she has got a few things. I'll just go through them quickly. So she starts off with two weapons, which is nice. So we've got the basic budget revolver, which is an infinite ammo weapon like all the others have. And then we've also got a sawed-off shotgun, which is expendable ammo and slightly more powerful than the basic starter weapon. She's also got a weapon in the shape of a Molotov cocktail, which is rechargeable, and then a passive item. I think it's probably this is the reason I didn't hugely rate her, is because the passive item only works when she actually takes damage and then increases her damage for the next few seconds in response. I think I'm just about to cough, unfortunately. I'll try not to do it directly into the microphone. Sorry, everyone. Okay, that wasn't absolutely ideal, but hopefully normal service is restored. Yeah, so since you never plan on taking damage, having an item that gives you a bonus when you take damage isn't really absolutely ideal. I mean, technically it's possible to go through the entire game without taking a hit. I've already taken one from that rubber bullet, I think it is, which at this level of the game doesn't actually do damage, but can, for instance, knock you into the pit or knock you into another enemy, or knock you into the line of fire, and do you some indirect damage. But yeah, certainly I've seen people do entire runs without taking a single hit. I don't think I've been in anything like the same position myself at any point ever. Yeah, I don't know absolutely for certain. I think it's vanishingly small probability that might have happened though. But yeah, since it is technically possible to go an entire run without getting hit, having an item that gives you a benefit when you do get hit isn't particularly spectacular. Although for me it's more of a reality that I am going to take a hit at some stage. It's a photo that she has that triggers that ability. Let's pick our way through the path of bullets there. And yeah, basically I think the photo is a reference to the film Memento. I found the boss fight quite quickly there. As ever, gonna clear the floor out before we take that on. Make sure we're a little bit better set up. I mean, the fact that we have got two weapons for this character puts us in a reasonable position to take on the boss this quickly, but as is always the case with Gungeon, there's always something new and exciting out there that you can pick up that will hopefully make your life that little bit easier, and makes each run different from the previous one. What have we got in the shop? We've got the sling there, which we will be able to afford shortly. The sling does pretty decent damage, and I think does double damage to bosses. We've got the key man, a skeleton key. I would like that. If we can get ourselves up to 3 keys, then I think the skeleton key will let us unlock anything in the game. We can already afford a second one. This could be a tactic. And then there's the baby good mimic as well. The baby good mimic follows you around and imitates any other companions that you've got, which can be useful depending on what the companion you've got is. Since we don't actually have any at the minute, it offers very limited benefit. Had it before with a dog for the hunter, and much as the dog is useful, it doesn't actually do any attacks, so having 2 of the dogs wasn't really that greatly beneficial, unfortunately. It's far rather have had the wolf. The wolf's a good companion because that does quite a lot of damage. You can just hide and let the wolf do all the work for you if you like. Ooh, that was unfortunate. However, that's the damage buff for second hit in there as well. So I think she's probably calmed down again now. Yeah, I think the convict is the preferred character for people trying to speed run the boss rush. There's a key. Oh, we will be able to get that Charlatan key. Let's go get it now. Might as well before I change my mind about the tactics we're going to take here. So buy the key. We've got 3 keys. We can now buy Charlatan key. I think it's going to give us curse. It is, yeah. Locks are dead to you. Let's just make sure that I am absolutely right. Opens any lock, never consumed. That's what we like. So, got a chest we can open straight away. What have we got in there? Ironically, something that helps us get health from destroying chests. Well, I don't plan on destroying chests now that we've got the Charlatan key. We should be able to just open whatever we fancy. Okay, so the next chest should be a weapon rather than an item. Oh, that's a possibility of getting stuck in the corner there with all the tables joined together as they are. And quite a lot of these plastic bullet enemies on this run. Very generous drop for that room. This must be another chest room coming up. Make sure it's not a mimic. And there we go. Oh, the boxing glove. I detest the boxing glove, and it's extra curse as well. So the more curse we get, the more likely we are to encounter jammed enemies. They have triple health and do double damage. They're not my friends. The plus side to them is that they do drop more cash as well. I'm not really good at using this boxing glove. You kind of have to charge it up a bit, I think. And then I think after a while you get a super punch like that. So I know some people like it. I'm not really a fan. Somebody just destroyed the water barrel. That's an outrage. Okay, so much as we don't need keys to get in the oubliette, do still need to put the fire out to pull the switch. So hopefully there is a water barrel somewhere. I don't recall seeing anywhere else in the level, unfortunately. Wasn't keeping a terribly close eye out for it, of course. None in a nice convenient straight line. How annoying. Right, let's have a quick tour through it. There was one in the shop the other day for me. Not this time. Not there. Not there. Not there. This could be a bit of a fool's errand, unfortunately. That was the first room we were in, wasn't it? Not there either. Nope. The wildest of goose chases. Just when I thought we had a nice little setup with the key arrangement, So that's 2 secret floors we can't go to now if we can't get into the oubliette. Just for the sake of completeness, I think I've missed this tank-shaped room out of my little search pattern. Yeah, no water barrel there. I'm pretty sure that's having visited everywhere now. What an absolute nuisance. Okay, I'm not going to use the boxing glove against the boss. You've got to get way too close to use it. So we'll stick with the starter pistol and the sawed-off shotgun. Probably more the shotgun. And also use the Molotov as well. Take that, boys. Ooh, it's getting close to picking up a hit there. It's not got a great range on this shotgun. I'm missing far more than I'm landing. Molotov hasn't recharged yet. Still not recharged. Try and hopefully get a bit of better range with the starter pistol. Oh, there we go, finally hit. Right, do some double damage with your little buff. What about a Molotov? Hopefully that's... oh, really? Still got hit. There's a distinct possibility of not going to get off the first level with this character. That would be unfortunate. Life does get a little easier when one of the twins has gone as well, so yeah, that's a downside to a bonus weapon. It doesn't have a good range on it. Never mind, it's done the job. Is there any possibility that we've fluked a water-based weapon out of this? I very, very much doubt it. Not going to bother refilling the ammo on that. I will refill the shotgun. What have we actually got here? Origami, no, it's paper. So it'll beat rock but lose to scissors. Not that either of those are actually weapons in this game. At least I don't think they are. I mean, basically everything in Enter the Gungeon, it can be a weapon of some kind. Have we got anything we can afford in here? Haven't got any keys to pick up extra stuff off Flynn, I think that guy's called. Oh, we've got some spare hearts. Let's make sure we get those. Okay, no joy there. I'll have a quick look for secret rooms. Yep, no cracks in the wall there. Where's the other chest room? Probably not going to be this one, I don't think. No, doesn't seem to be. Exit room. No, unlikely there. So yeah, we can just try and let in a blank off in the shop, see what happens. Probably nothing. Yeah, no secret rooms and no access to oubliette despite having the Charlatan key. Still, let's hope I remember we've got that, because otherwise I'll end up buying keys, which would be a complete waste of money. You use the money for more sexy things like, you know, some decent passives, or a weapon that's a bit better than anything that we've got at the moment. Don't mind origami, it can be a little hard to actually aim. I think the aim can drift once you've, yeah, oh definitely. Once you've fired it, you can sort of steer the projectiles afterwards. Which, if you're not careful, just you miss by accident, whereas most other weapons tend to more actively fix onto whoever you've got a halfway decent lock onto. Oh, that was unfortunate. Well, Not unfortunate, just poor play on my part. I mean, those, what are they, gun nuts they're called, they're scary looking and they fire off a lot of bullets, but I mean, it's really easy to dodge roll, or should be. I just muffed it. Right, we've got a shrine up here, the green light's the giveaway. Not 100% sure what type of shrine that is. Oh, it's a blank one. It's a bit cryptic that if you fire a blank in the room, it should give you a reward. It doesn't always though. Sometimes you just waste it, and we would need a key there, but don't need a key anymore. Locks are dead to us. So mutation is a beam weapon, and I think poisons anything that it touches. Maybe they'll poison them. They've gone red, so they're still taking damage over time. How did you get behind me? They spawn in behind me. Very sneaky. Alright, let me just double check exactly what mutation actually does. I really cannot read this font on my television. A horrific consequence of radiation exposure, so yeah, not exactly sure. It definitely does damage over time. Is it going to be that'll top up? Might as well. The beam. I quite like beam weapons, but they're so ammo inefficient rather. They've got great range though, and sometimes the effects on them can be pretty beneficial. Giving me a bit of a knockback as well, which potentially could drop me into a pit. Hope that doesn't happen. Oh, let's open that before the fuse runs out. So that's a bullet modifier of some kind, chance bullets. Which let's have a quick check again. This is always a good tactic if you're new to the game, is keep referring to the Ammonomicon and see exactly what things do. Sometimes fires bullets from other carried guns. Okay, interesting. Can always help us out. So if memory serves as well, because the Ammonomicon entries are handy, but they're brief. So I do recommend using the online wiki for this game, which is very detailed and will help you understand some of the finer points of the game. There's sort of various tactics you can use, or weapon combinations that are worth having. There's a jammed enemy over there. I was going to say it's the red one, but everything's turning red with the weapon I'm using. The ones firing the red bullets are the jammed ones. I haven't noticed any other bullets coming out, just the weapon I'm actually using. Okay, one sneaky one down there. Very unfortunate he's managed to get poisoned green and poisoned red, if indeed that is what the mutation actually does. It's not abundantly clear. But yeah, I quite like stuff that does damage over time, because you can just sort of sit out of the way and let things get killed off by whoever's got them. Mind you, that doesn't actually seem to be dying 1,000 deaths, does it? Ooh, that was lucky. And that was very hard to see against the bloodstains on the floor. But yeah, the wiki's very helpful, giving a more detailed explanation of probably how best to use items. It's not always clear, and I can still learn from it. I had the chamber gun the other day in bullet hell, and it wasn't acting as I expected to. And oh, nearly got hit. The reason for that was a supposed benefit, that it was synergising with a master round, and locking onto a previous iteration of the chamber gun. The chamber gun should reflect which chamber of the Gungeon you're in at any given time. And it was on a previous one, so it wasn't acting like I was expecting it to, and I ended up losing that round, which was really annoying. I thought it was going to be a guaranteed win. And the reason for that was you're supposed to reload it on a full magazine, which is not something you'd ordinarily bother to do with any weapon because it's already full. Why would you reload it? And if I'd done that, it would have changed over to the vastly powered up version. I quite like the t-shirt cannon. Oh, it's the plague cannon. The pox cannon, I think it is. It fires green t-shirts that do infectious damage, as well as the knockback damage that the t-shirt cannon itself does. So yeah, it's the other t-shirt cannon that I actually prefer to this one, but we'll see how we get on with it anyway. Yeah, I mean the knockback is incredible. You see there the chance bullets definitely came into play, because it fired out a mutation beam in addition to the t-shirts I was expecting to see. Now, the Nord key gets you into the rat floor, and that is one thing that the Charlatan key won't unlock. What have we got here then? Wind up gun. Decisions. I have opened all the chests so far. I've been everywhere on this floor, so it looks like the Nord key is probably going to be out of our price range. I can't see us getting 15 out of the boss, so I'm going to pick up the wind-up gun purely from the point of view that the weapon arrangement that we've got should fire out something from every gun that we've got, so it'd be as well to have as many guns as possible. I'm not really sure what to use as a backup against that. Probably wouldn't have predicted I'd be using a t-shirt cannon as a boss killer, but we'll see how it goes. She'll only take a hit or two before she goes underwater. Yeah, I was saying about the speed run tactics earlier. Has she got me with the freezing thing? No. Yeah, so with the way the speedrunners are doing it, they play as the convict and basically just run straight into a boss to get some contact damage and enrage her and trigger the damage upgrade that she gets, and then they were using various weapons to one-shot kill. And yeah, apparently the convict's the only one that can one-shot the Gorgon in that brief window of opportunity before she goes underwater. Got hit by the freeze ray there, so can't fire anything just yet. There's an origami pellet came out. Pellet, paper plane. Ooh. Yeah, now ideally with the chance bullets, you want to have something with a really strong punch on it in your arsenal, because it will fire off, say, a commando rocket, or even better, a makeshift cannon round, without expending ammunition from the gun in question. Where's she gone? Oh, we're going to get a flawless here. A little bit trapped down the bottom. Did she? Oh no, she did not get me with that. Come on, there we go. So yeah, apparently t-shirt cannon can be used to kill bosses. It's probably not the most recommended one, but it did the job. Bit of health that we can't use. And snow ballets are quite good. Your bullets increase in size the further they get, and basically the bigger the bullet is, the more damage it will do, according to the rules of the Gungeon. So that's handy to have. Did I forget to Molotov her? Ridiculous behaviour. Right, I'm gonna punch the walls. Yes, and I haven't got a blank. Was there one in the shop? Probably. Just the one. Can afford it. Let's find out. I can't remember which room we were in. Let's just teleport straight back. and hope that this is not just going to be another blank or some hearts. We can't. Oh, you troll! Don't suppose there was a vampire around on this level that we can sell the surplus to? No. So many times. I mean, you can get some really blinding secret rooms that have 3-4 high quality chests in them. Sometimes they're mimics, so they don't need keys to open. Not that we need keys on this particular run. And then other times you get back the blank you spent getting in there, or you get health that you can't use, or just something like that. That's short of having a map of the level. You never know in advance, so it's like old. What's the character's name? God, I'm losing my marbles. Tom Hanks, Life Box of Chocolates. That dude. Forrest Gump. God, that took a while to come to me. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get with Gungeon. Right, I'll try using the wind-up gun for a little while. If memory serves, the first half of the magazine is considerably stronger than the second half, so rather than shooting until the weapon empties itself, you're better off reloading manually halfway through, and you get that strange little sort of American sport show jingle thing. I'm sure you must know what I mean. I hope to God people know what I mean. There we are, that's definitely the weaker half of the magazine in evidence there. These chance bullets are proving to be quite useful actually, as and when they happen. There we are. It's most noticeable when it's the mutation that it fires out. Quite difficult not to notice that really. But yeah, if you hadn't looked up what the item did, it would certainly make you wonder what the hell was going on. So yeah, it's definitely worth studying the Ammonomicon for a variety of reasons. One, understanding what's happening at any given time. Better explanations from the online wiki as well, like I say. And then as well, it just helps with your recognition of items. So the shops, I think, usually tell you what it is that you're looking to buy, but when you're picking items up out of chests, it doesn't say what they are. It just relies on you knowing what they are from sight. And there's so many weapons that even now, having played this forever, I still don't recognise absolutely everything. I mean, you can generically tell what sort of type of weapon it is, a shotgun or a pistol or a beam weapon or that kind of thing, even if you're not absolutely sure on the specifics. But yeah, getting to know them is good, especially if you're playing in rainbow mode as well. If you've not seen rainbow mode, it doesn't get unlocked until after the game's been beaten once, which is another one of the many ironies of this game, is that your life gets a lot easier once you have beaten the game, and an awful lot of the trophies are based on beating the game as well, which makes it look very daunting at the outset. But yeah, once it has been beaten, it becomes easier to beat. It's just that first victory is very hard to come by, particularly with a teapot, which is what I had to fight the dragon with. But yes, rainbow mode. At the start of each floor you get a rainbow chest. You can encounter these through random chance, but they're very, very rare indeed. And the rainbow chest, when you open it up, will show 8 items that vary in quality from good to extremely good. Technically there's tiers attached to them that go DCBA and then weirdly S as the best tier. When you're playing in rainbow mode, so in normal mode, if you get a rainbow chest you can take all 8 items and knock yourself out. Bound to get something good off 8 decent level items. When you're playing in rainbow mode you can only take one of them and then all the other ones disappear. So it really does help out to know which are the best ones to be picking up from the choice that you've got there. Don't do like I did and go visiting the guy in the elevator shaft and leaving all the 8 items around, because the resourceful rat will nick them, because that's what he does. He's a little shit. Don't need keys, don't really need blanks just yet, and I can't afford the wax wings. Wax wings aren't super useful. They, from recollection, they let you fly, but they don't do anything else at all. And while the flight can be quite useful, you tend to forget you've got it. And it's only in certain circumstances that it is very useful. It would make crossing that room under pressure a lot easier, because you just fly across the gaps rather than going across the narrow bridgeways. But yeah, I don't think that's worth 91 of our hard-earns. Could cross this room as well, but there's a minecart there. I mean, you could just walk across the tracks as well, but you know, you shouldn't walk across railroad tracks. It's bad practice. It's, you know, quite a mum thing. Don't go on the railroad tracks, and they probably say it in a more British way than railroad tracks. What railway line? That's the phrase I'm looking for. I've clearly watched too many American TVs and films, that sort of thing. Took a bit of a hit there, first one in a while, never mind. Right, what have we got here? A water-based weapon that we could have used earlier. Although I'm pretty sure I had this Mega Dowser the other day, and it wouldn't put out the fireplace on the first level, which infuriated me, because that was about the sole reason I picked it up. Oh, there we are. That's it's not chance bullets firing off the water rounds. It's the fact that I've got that as me equipped weapon. Oh, stop it, you little eyeball gits! Right. Okay. Not absolutely the weapon I wanted to be using. You don't have to aim it very carefully, which is always nice. Oh, it's Winchester. We'll have a go at this, why not? Probably got enough money. 35, yeah. I mean, if you can afford this, this is always well worth doing. I'm never going to get all 4 of these. What the hell happened there? Why didn't that ricochet off the wall? Let's adjust the aim slightly. Whoops. Not the one I was intending to get fired a little bit too early. But oof. Really making a fist of this, but yeah. Oh god, that was almost cool. No, it wasn't. That's very charitable. Yeah. You get a better quality of chest the more you actually hit. That's synergised with something. Synergised with the origami? I wonder in what way. Let's see if we can figure that out by using it. I mean, the synergies are definitely something that you'd want the wiki's help with. Okay, that's the rat room. We've actually managed to uncover the hatch just because a liquid-based weapon got shot out. So, in fact, don't need a key. Let's just open it up. I won't bother going into it just yet. Well, actually, we'll have a look. Actually, can't actually do all of the section here. Follow that railroad track, I'm saying it again, and you'll get to the entrance, so that the rat's lair, but I don't have the Nord key to get in there, and the Skeleton key will not unlock that. And you need 2 blanks to get through it as well. This does seem to be quite a nice synergy, actually. Ooh. Things seem to be dying quite quickly without me having to put too much effort into it. Reloading is probably the very minimum bit of effort I would need to put in. Yeah, I think some other time early my experience of this game, I couldn't figure out how to get back out of that little rat subway place. Hadn't realised there was the little ladder on the wall that I just used to get out. Now that's a Gunstone of some kind. I think I now just dodge roll slightly further. What have you got for us? This will... everything here, her name's Ursula, there is a clue. Everything she sells will increase our curse level, with the possible exception of that blank. The Elder Blank certainly will. The Elder Blank is pretty useful, as long as you remember you've got it. It's a rechargeable blank. Cursed bullets presumably do some added level of nastiness to your opposition. Let's see, we've been all through the level, it's just the boss fight left. It's probably not going to get us very many more credits, 10 at most I would have thought. So it's really at this stage a toss-up of, like, do I want to purchase anything, and what do I want? I don't want the wax wings, and I can't afford them, and I haven't got any means to steal them as well. I haven't encountered any stealing abilities in the course of doing these videos so far. So yeah, I think I will get something from Ursula. Not sure what. Not the blank. Maybe the cursed bullet. So if I take the Elder Blank, it'll replace the Molotov. It's definitely better than the Molotov. But the cursed bullets I don't have to think about trying to use. I'll take the cursed bullets. Don't want to be too cursed, but well, as ever, we'll see how we get on with our old box of chocolates life. Oh, the first bit of this enemy is probably the worst, most likely to trap you into a corner. It's constantly moving around, so once it settles into place, it's a lot less threatening. Ooh. Doesn't necessarily settle into place for a while. There we are, it stayed relatively static for a little while, and exactly as I say it goes on the move. Ooh. Oh, that was a silly hit. Right, let's at least get some double damage going. I think it's double damage. It's certainly improved damage. No master round, but hopefully we've got enough to actually defeat it. There we are. Didn't go and do its hiding phase as well, where you can't actually hit it back, which is most unfair. Bit of armour, some health, not too bad. Another bullet modifier. Explosive rounds, they definitely sound fun. Don't think I need to look up what they do. My guess is they'll explode. So, did I have any spare health? Don't really need to go in the shop to look for this. I do have spare health, yay. Can actually accidentally purchase things that are besides the sweetie machine. If you're not too careful about your positioning when you press the X button. So, right, I've still got the blanks. So I will have a quick look for secret rooms. Not there. Not there. Hard to tell. Not there. That looked a little bit like it was cracking, or had cracked. Where's the other chest room? There. That's unlikely to have one, I would have thought, just from the surrounding layout. Doesn't seem to. What about the exit? Yeah, I could have gone here to. I probably shouldn't be taking the ammo out of that synergized gun. That was a bit daft. Yeah, that doesn't appear to have the secret room either. try the shop. I keep saying it, when it's this sloping edge shape, it sometimes indicates that it's that it might have a secret room attached to it, and every time I've said it, it's made a liar out of me, and plus ça change. Right, can't afford the ammo to put into the origami. Slightly unfortunate. So it's just off to, is it the 4th floor where we're up to now? Not doing too badly here. Haven't made it to any secret floors yet on this little series, I don't think. The oubliette's probably the best one to go to. The abbey on the 2nd floor is it's too hard to get to, and the boss of the abbey, the old king, just sucks up your ammo, so it's, I don't think worth the, even if you manage to get there, I don't know that it's necessarily that useful to go there. You're much more likely to survive the oubliette, and it is easier to get to the oubliette. Not easy, but easier. And to get to the abbey, you have to go to the oubliette as well. So yeah, this is a difficult requirement. I really don't need to pick up these keys. Who knows, we might encounter the key salesman guy again, Flynn. Don't need to shoot the red ones, it's the green ones I need to shoot. There we are. Oh. Right, which one of you's the real one? Yeah, seeing a good few more jammed enemies now, so the curse levels must be fairly high. And I don't like being cursed. It's unfortunate. Some of the tasty items in the game are cursed ones. Oh, that was dumb. Right. Nearly made a second similar boo-boo. You took a bit of killing. Right, okay. Have I got anything that's a slightly more suitable weapon? Oh, that, yeah, we'll use that again. That was working alright earlier, I think. Those things, even when they're dead, they don't disappear as much as some of the other enemies that trick you into thinking they're still alive. The clue is whether they're shooting you or not. I'm going to go chasing that keykin. I don't need keys. And I'll probably only get into trouble if I do start chasing it around. I'd say most times it's usually worth the risk, because keys are the one thing you can't really increase in the game, so you don't want to be passing up any opportunities to get them when they present themselves to you. Okay, let's fill up the origami again. And go back to using that. Well, for a run that nearly ended on the first floor, this one sort of turned out okay. Oh, right, I get hit. Why don't I just predict something bad's going to happen and hopefully jinx myself into getting something good happening off the back of it? That's how jinxes work, right? Yeah, that was a little bit busy. Ooh, picked up a table tech, didn't I? Presumably table tech blank, which I completely forgot about. Let's just check that quickly, make sure. Yes, table tech blank. So they're quite a good way of finding secret rooms without wasting your blanks, is just turn a table over. Which God knows how many I must have passed up by now. Right. And that's been turned over already. So some of the table techs, once you flip one table, everything in the room gets flipped over, so that might be the case with this one. I thought this was one that worked more individually, to be honest, but it'd be very hard to know every facet of this game off by heart. Sure, there are some that can manage it, I'm not one of them. Got any tables? I'm addicted to table flipping now. Right, stop spawning jammed things. And stop dropping keys. Drop me like armor, health, ammo, or the other good shit. Oh, there's some tables. Got coffins. They work in much the same way, except they can only be flipped in 2 directions rather than 4 directions. And activating blanks does trigger a certain amount of damage to enemies within the room. Not the most effective way of dealing with them, but any damage dealt that you don't have to do directly is always helpful. Oh, something else still alive. How annoying. Okay, just pausing a little to check it's not a mimic, which it doesn't seem to be. Is that the backup gun? It is. I've had that a couple of times recently, so now we'll be firing our gunnies backwards as well as forwards. I don't think it uses any extra ammo to do it. It's a questionable use firing backwards, but it stops things sneaking up on you, I suppose. Alright, let's use some of these table blanks. Oh, slightly too late to avoid the hit there. Right. Blow everything up. Still haven't actually blown any secret entrances open, but there isn't necessarily always a secret room on every floor. There usually is. Sometimes it's 2. Somewhere like the Abbey has 2 secret rooms, I think that's guaranteed. Whereas R&G doesn't have any, I don't think. We've got a vampire lady, I don't have any health to sell her this time. I can't afford the heart lunchbox. Heart lunchbox would be useful to give us extra health. The game's trolling us again. The drill is a nice item, but essentially performs the same function as the Shalaton key. It lets you drill your way into any locks. It needs a recharge and it generates some extra enemies for you to fight while you're doing it, but you can get into any chest you like. You don't see it very often, so it's a slight nuisance to see it now when you don't really need it. Right, I can't sell her anything just yet. I can't see the benefit of selling. If I sold her half a heart and bought a heart lunchbox, would that improve my overall health? Yeah, I'm going to try that. So I think, as well as adding a heart container, it should fill a heart container. So there, yeah, I am slightly better off health-wise. That's the little cell creep to get into RNG. Not very many rooms left. Not very much ammo left in this one. What have I got in reserve? Let's use the wind-up gun, which is full. I rather hoped I might be able to stop that skeleton from spawning. Never mind, it's gone and it didn't get the jump on us. Oh, here's a point where the backup gun might have been useful. Just, those two enemies do spawn back to back. There we are, right. And what do you have for us? Is this bundle of wands, I think? Yes it is, and I think this potentially transmogrifies enemies. I might be wrong about that. A triple magic burst. No, slightly unclear what that does. Well, I don't know whether it will be an effective boss killer or not, but we'll go try it against the boss. Warmonger, so it's hard to actually miss. Oh, really? That was a very poorly timed dodge roll. That was exceptionally poorly timed dodge roll. It's doing an alright amount of damage. It's also taking some bullets out of the air as well, which is very helpful since I've proven my utter inability to avoid them. Yeah, no worse off on the ammo than we were. I will refill the origami again. That's Daruma, I'm pretty sure. I'll take that. That's, let's say, I think that offers you, if you dodge roll over bullets, like I can't normally manage, you can effectively use it as a blank immediately afterwards. It's only available for a very short time. But if you can remember to use it, which I probably won't, it can be pretty helpful. Okay, let's have another look for secret rooms. Yeah, that chest room there is sort of isolated on all sides, so that's got some potential to have a secret room come off it. It doesn't look like it does, unfortunately. This one's got a couple of sort of external walls as well. That one. Don't think that one. I already checked the exit, didn't I? So just let one off in the shop, see what happens. Probably nothing yet again. You just have to take my word for it that sooner or later there can be a secret room coming off the shop. Okay, I doubt I can afford anything. Only a blank, and there's really no point buying blanks at this stage. I can't sell anything to her, and there's nothing left worth buying. Okay, 5th floor, and I suspect we'll be not making it all the way to the end of the 5th floor, because not terribly strong setup. So in terms of health, the actual overall level of weapons and stuff's not too bad. No decisions about which way to go anyway. Let's put the wind up. Oh no, put the bundle of wands in. Let's try using that for a little while, see what it actually does. It wasn't thoroughly clear from the boss fight. Something's turned into a chicken, yes, so it must potentially get rid of some enemies. It is very helpful when an ordinarily nasty enemy is just turned into a chicken, ideally on the first shot, rather than hoovering up your ammo trying to shoot it out of existence. There we are, executioners being an example. Okay, the wax wings would have been useful for crossing this bit. So yeah, that's those lava lines, I guess they are, at the edges of the pits will set you on fire if you dwell on them too long. Same with those ones in there. There's basically quite a lot of the forge can damage you even if there isn't actually an enemy in the room at the time. Ooh. I did not see that lead maiden appear. Oh, sorry. Right. Not that sorry, to be fair. It's not as if I can actually avail myself of your services, since we're pretty short on health right at the minute. Blank, yay. That's a bit more like it. Oh no! Dropped into the pit, that's so rubbish. Let's try not to get hit by the jammed enemy, or indeed anything. Blank would be nice, thank you. Something got me there, oh, twice. So, oh, and into the pit, that's a really stupid way to die. Never mind, yeah, got quite a bit further than I expected to using the convict. So, yeah, again, hopefully you've had a sense of what her strengths and weaknesses are. So a little bit of a shame I haven't actually been able to get all the way to show you the pass for any of them yet. I got fairly close with the pilot in particular, and sort of close with the convict just now. But okay, thanks for watching. Next time it'll be the hunter, who would be one of the two standard characters that I'd use as a go-to, marine or hunter. So yeah, you'll see hunter next time. All right, take care, see you then.